You are watching Lekki Prime News. I am Ahmed Kaz. The headlines. Lagos government slams bribery claims over Lekki demolitions. Lagos frees policemen who killed 6 traders over land. Work officially commences on 68-kilometer Green Line rail project. Now the news in details. The Lagos state government has formally rejected allegations of bribery surrounding the demolition of structures in the Lekki Oral Estate area. Tokunbo Wahab, the Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, dismissed claims that officials requested or received funds to halt enforcement as cheap blackmail. The controversies erupted after a video circulated on social media featuring an unidentified woman claiming that government officials had reached an agreement with property owners. The woman alleged that the ministry initially demanded 1 billion naira to stop the demolition, but eventually settled for 700 million for sheets piling. She suggested that the estate was in the process of raising the funds to prevent further destruction by excavators. Commissioner Tokunbo Wahab issued a strict warning clarifying that neither he nor any ministry official has ever requested for or received a single kobo for property owners. Wahab labeled the video as a false and malicious attempt to distract the government from its mission to prevent seasonal flooding. The statement maintains that the structures being removed are on drainage setback and rights of way of critical water channels. The government has announced intentions to pursue the matter legally, stating that the individuals behind the viral video will be required to provide proof of their claims to the authorities. The Lagos government maintains that these actions are corrective rather than punitive. The primary reasons cited include many of the targeted structures at Oral Estate and Ikota are reportedly narrowing the Ikota River alignment and blocking systems. 156 and 157 key drainage channels. Officials noted that some developers had reduced water carriageways from 15 meters to just 3 meters, significantly increasing the risk of flash floods for the wider community. The ministry is working to restore state-owned estates and coastal areas to their original approved layout to protect infrastructure and public safety. The government continues to warn residents against dealing with intermediaries or paying anyone to forestall statutory enforcement, reiterating that the clearing of drainage setback is a public safety priority. In a development that has sparked significant outrage across the legal and human rights communities, police officers allegedly involved in the killing of 6 traders over a land dispute in Lagos have reportedly been released from custody. The decision has drawn sharp criticism from senior police leadership and prominent human rights advocates, who describe the move as a setback for accountability and justice. The case dates back to a violent confrontation over a disputed parcel of land where 6 traders were fatally shot by officers. Initially, reports suggested that the officers were acting on behalf of a private interest under the guise of an official police operation. Following a preliminary investigation, the officers were detained and a promise of a thorough prosecution was made to the families of the victims. A Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP, close to the investigation, has expressed deep dissatisfaction with the release. Speaking on the condition of anonymity, the official noted that the internal disciplinary process had already established a prima based case against the men. This sends a very dangerous signal to the rank and file. The DCP reportedly said they cannot talk about police reform while allowing officers accused of such grave misconduct to work freely, without a definitive court verdict. Human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigerian San Femi Falana has formally reacted to the development, describing it as a license for extrajudicial killings. Falana argued that the release of the suspects constitutes a subversion of the rule of law. He emphasized several key points. He says accountability, high-profile cases involving the loss of life must be concluded in a transparent court of law. He also talked about state of responsibility. The Lagos state government and the police command must clarify under whose authority the officers were released. And protection of witness, the release of the accused poses a direct threat to witnesses and the families of the deceased who are seeking justice. Lagos is taking a massive leap forward in its multimodal transport vision with two major rail developments this week. The Red Line has received a significant boost in its rolling stock, while the ambitious Green Line project set to redefine the Lekki corridor is officially moving from the drawing board to the field. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced on April 16, 2026 that the state has officially taken delivery of a new set of 24-car trains for the Lagos Red Line. This additional rolling stock is designed to meet the surging demand of the 37-kilometer Agbado to Oyingbo corridor, which has seen heavy patronage since starting commercial operation. The new sets will allow for more frequent trips and shorter headways, addressing the long queues often seen at major hubs like Ikeja, Oshodi, and Yaba during peak hours. The state aims to move approximately 500,000 Lagosians daily through the line alone. In a landmark move for the Lekki-Ajah axis, physical activities for the 68-kilometer Green Line have officially commenced following the finalization of funding structures in the 2026 budgets. The Green Line will span from the Marina Central Business District all the way to the Lekki Free Trade Zone. It will feature 17 strategic stations, including stops at Victoria Island, Lekki Phase 1, Ajah, Songotedo, and Epe. The $3 billion project is being executed under a three-party agreement between the Lagos State Government, China Harbour Engineering Company, and the Ministry of Finance Incorporated. The line will utilize 8-car B-type train sets capable of speeds up to 100 km per hour. Once operational, it is expected to reduce the commutes from Marina to the Lekki Free Zone, a trip that currently takes over 2 hours in traffic, to under 40 minutes. Beyond just passengers transit, the Green Line is critical for the economic integration of the Dangote refinery and the Lekki deep sea port, providing a reliable mass transit backbone for thousands of workers in the region. With the Blue Line, Phase 1 already operational, and the Red and the Green Lines rapidly advancing, Lagos is beginning to see the realization of its integrated transport master plan. This infrastructure surge is expected to significantly ease the pressure on the Lekki-Epe Expressway, which has been plagued by gridlock due to the massive industrial growth in the Ibeju-Lekki corridor. Recap on the headlines. Lagos government slams bribery claims over Lekki demolitions. Lagos frees policemen who killed 6 traders over land. Work officially commenced on the 68-kilometer Green Line Rail projects. Keep watching Lekki Prime channel. I am Ahmed Kabs.